Welcome to the channel. It is time for my September update of my Vanguard portfolio. What I'm going to be doing today is talking about my portfolio, breaking down my ISA and my pension. We're also going to be buying some funds live. No surprise of which funds I'm going to be buying. Hint, it's VUSA. I'm going to be buying VUSA. And then we're going to be talking about an unexpected effect on my portfolio. The American markets are down massively, but my portfolio is still doing quote unquote well. So I'll be talking about that towards the end of the video. So my Vanguard portfolio currently has a value of £92,537.44. This is split between my pension and my ISA, with the ISA being the bulk of the value. The pension is £11,393.98, and this is a combination of pensions from previous jobs when I first started working, and I've just consolidated them in one place so I can actually see them and have some control over them, because these pensions were invested in funds that I was not familiar with. It was just sort of the standard funds. Some of them were actually down, and we were in, at the time, one of the greatest bull markets of all time, and how can they be down? So what I did is I transferred them to here and put them in the S&P 500 or VUSA, and it has got me a gain of £400, which I'm quite happy with, but it's more that I can actually have some visibility over this portfolio. Next, we have the ISA, which is the largest chunk. So I'll just click onto this here. And the ISA value currently has a value of £81,143.46. So let's just go to the investments first. The only holding really that I have is the S&P 500 ETF, which is known as VUSA, and this is a GBP based fund of the top 500 companies in America. So these are things like Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, going all the way down to the 505th biggest company. And this has a total cost of £67,687 and has a value of 81,000. So this isn't exactly a true number, because I did transfer a bunch of funds from the Life Strategy 100 into VUSA, which is why we have this increase. So if I just quickly go to performance, actually, it'll give you the more correct calculation. This is, I've contributed 63,000 and this has gone up to 81. So there's a slight difference, but this is because of the £3,000 worth of gains I had from selling my Life Strategy 100. So it looks like the website's broken a little bit. So I just click on there. Oh, my holdings have disappeared. Well, that's a shame. Good job, Vanguard. It's not like I'm doing a video or anything, but we don't need that for this video. So if we look at this graph here, you can see it's steadily increasing over time. This is combinations of investments, investing in the S&P 500, and also the appreciation of the fund and investing or reinvesting dividends. So if I go at my calculations here, I have paid in 63,000. The current gain or loss is 13,300, plus the investment sold is 3,400, which, as I said before, is the transferring of the Life Strategy to VUSA. They were counted as investments sold. Gross interest, £1.41. This is holding cash in the account, which was when I was getting paid dividends. It is a accumulation fund to get you paid into them, and then you have to manually reinvest the dividends yourself. You can't automatically do it. Dividends, £1,282.08. These are the dividends that come from VUSA, which I'm reinvesting. Hopefully my next set should come at the end of this month or the start of October, and I'll be doing a video for then. Charges, just shy of £200. I've had this account for almost 5 years. Let's see if the holdings is back. There you go. Oh, it's still not back. Look at that. What a weird website. It knows I'm doing a video, but I've been investing since 2018. So in that entire time, the only charges I've had is up to £200, and they are taken out based on a percentage of the portfolio. So what I said I would do next is I will just, there you go. Let's just quickly do this before. So you can see the Vanguard portfolio is back. If I go up here, my average unit cost is just shy of £54, and the average price of the unit is $65.80. If I go over the 5 years, this is a more better breakdown. You can see it's steadily increased the entire time, and I've been buying units constantly or monthly as best I can. I have increased each time. I was originally investing just a few £100s a month, and as I enjoyed investing and using Vanguard more, I've increased it. This was the Life Strategy investment I was telling you about before, where we have the 16,000, and here are dividends. So overall, I am very happy with that. Let's just quickly talk about what I was saying in terms of this. This is kind of an unexpected thing that I did not consider when I first started investing, because I was quite ignorant to the fact. This is the S&P 500. It is down 18% in that at the year to date. Obviously, we know that the American and all countries are in a bit of a troubling times at the minute, high inflation, recession. But if I go to VUSA and compare, VUSA is down only 2%, whereas the S&P 500 is down 18% at that time. Now, the reason for this is because we have let's also add in VU, which is the American equivalent, which is the USD version. So you can see VU and the S&P 500 are pretty much neck and neck. There's probably some small differences there because it's tracking the index, but they're both down about 18%. Whereas if I add the VUSA in here, we saw that in the same amount of time, it is down 2%. Now, the reason for this is VUSA is in GBP and VU, or the S&P 500, is in USD. Both of the base currency of these ETFs are both USD. The underlying assets are in USD, but I'm purchasing them through GBP. And what has happened over the last 12 months, let me just close down the that here, and we'll add a comparison of the GBP and USD FX rates. And the FX rates in that time is down 15%. The pound has gotten considerably weaker against the dollar. So the value of the dollar has gone up. The value of these VU has gone up, but the pound has decreased. So even though the markets have decreased about 20% because the pound is weaker, it looks as if the S&P 500 for VUSA is actually not doing too bad, but it's because the pound is weaker and the dollar is now stronger. So despite its decrease, it is pretty much level. So that is one thing I did not think about. Is it a hedge against inflation and currency risks? No, it wasn't. It was just a part of the investing that I did not consider. Now, you can see here I've got $77. I don't have $77. I have £77 in available cash. And what we're going to be doing is buying one of these units of VUSA once again. You can't buy fractional shares of VUSA. You can only buy one. Other things on Vanguard you can, but VUSA is one. So with a price of £65, if I put in 1,600 and it doesn't divide perfectly, then there'll be some cash left over, because instead of buying 20 units, I can only buy 19. So if we go to the equity funds and we will search for the US section here, we have the S&P 500. So what I'll do is I'll put in £77. Obviously, I can only buy one because it is currently at 65. We will click next. We select the payment method as the cash, and we will confirm it, and we will submit the order. And Vanguard will then say they've been purchased, and in the future I will get a purchase. Now this will probably be done in the next couple of days. You can see my cash has now gone to 86p, and if I go to my transactions, we have a buy value 77, but when you'll see when this comes through, it will actually be at the price, which will be £65-66. Right guys, thanks for watching. Please give a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys next time.